Well, it's Easter here, if that means anything to anyone. So everybody is busy, I would think, with their families around here, if that's what they celebrate. I had eggs for breakfast. That's about as close as I'm going to get to an Easter egg hunt today. Anyways, I got to tell you, I'm not feeling it. Just I'm not feeling it. My little family and I here, we've lost a few. A missing cat, 2 dead animals. We are currently experiencing tampered with food and drink on a daily basis. Um, you know, it's impossible. I've tried every which way around it, and it's impossible. We all feel like shit. We've all lost weight. Um, it's touch and go. It's basically gambling. You know, it's not good. We've tried reaching out to who we thought we were supposed to reach out to, and I think they're part of this little game that we're all playing right now. But I am going to lighten it up because, of course, I have yet another amazing Reader's Digest compilation. This one is Thanks for the Memories. I don't know if it's a play on words. I don't know if it's how I truly feel. I don't know if it's something I'll be saying soon enough. I'm not exactly sure. What is that spot? But anyway, you should see what I'm looking at. It's an X-ray version of myself. Yeah, I can't even see like what you guys see when I do this. So bear with me. Probably why I make a lot more mistakes than I intend to. I see I have someone in the chat room. Are you a hacker or a real person? Please feel free to say hello. I honestly don't care if you're real or not at this point. I don't really expect real people to show up in my chat room. I just don't. I feel like it's a lost cause. But thanks for the memories. This should be really interesting. I'm going to guess they're sentimental songs. I didn't really look too much into it. But it's absolutely lovely. Again, I'm going to guess maybe love songs. I don't know what this picture shows you. But hey, I'm beyond frustrated, so why not listen to some good music? Yeah. So let's see what we could tap into here. I'll take a look. I'll take a closer look. Again, beautiful. I love the way they organize this. Reader's Digest. Thank you. For those of us who need lots of different avenues to locate something, look at how beautiful this is. It's like the old, I don't know. Remember the old Dewey Decimal System in the library? I mean, as much as like, well, what activities are they going to give us in the library? I mean, our, what was it? Intermediate school had the best library when I was a kid. It was huge. It had all little nooks and crannies. And it had this enormous big chest with all these drawers. And, most of the time our assignment would be, here's an index card. Find the book that's before or after it in the cabinet. And then go find it on the shelf and bring it to me. And then as soon as you locate that, so you do your hunting down and your finding of your book. You bring it to her. You get a mark. And you were allowed to have some free time. And free time was absolutely fun because you went around and you opened books. And if you weren't a good reader, if you weren't a strong reader, you found books with beautiful photos. At that time, I was a terrible reader. I don't know, in elementary school, I felt like reading, one particular reading teacher scared the crap out of me. I remember always returning to my classroom crying. I think that there's a certain amount of patience that certain teachers need to have with certain types of children. And if they're not going with the flow, then that should tell you something. But anyway, I guess yelling at a child makes them a better reader. No. So anyway, I did have one particular teacher in elementary school who was absolutely lovely to me. I've mentioned to her before. I always felt safe with her. She reminded me of Mrs. Garrett. I don't know if you remember that TV show, Facts of Life. And she's a cute little curvy lady who always had her reddish hair up really high. And as a couple of years ago, I found out she's still alive and well and local. And then going through some paperwork, I found a card, something from her in it that was like a thank you for a present I gave her. I don't know. I went into a box of old stuff and I found some really interesting things. Um, but it brought back some really nice memories of interacting with that particular teacher who didn't seem upset with me about everything I did. I remember her telling me, "Thank you for trying," you know, and thank you for coming back to the room not crying on those days. But yeah, I mean, I didn't dislike the woman who made me cry. I just think she didn't handle me very well. Um, and that's okay. Like I said, even with all the baloney that I'm going through here, I still don't have hate in my heart. I have more sadness now. I really just feel sorry for these people who have attacked my world and thought that it was going to make them a bigger, better, and richer person. I'm not sure what it's done for them. I know it's taken a year off my life. Unfortunately, it's taken some of my creatures. I can't even feed my birds anymore because, yeah, exactly. I had to apologize to the chickadees the other day who came at me, and I said, I can't do it. I said, what if I put that bird seed out there and 25% more of you disappear? I can't do it. I can't willingly participate in what these people are doing. It's hard enough to feed myself and the few animals that are alive without taking a chance of being sick all night. So I don't know who you are. And at this point, I don't care who you are. I don't have any care for you at all. I just have a sense of sadness because nobody in their right fucking mind would do this to anybody. Okay? And so if you think you're in your right mind and you're doing it because it's the right thing to do, you really need to get some professional help. I mean, I can't hate you. I feel really sad for you. I'm a good person. Good people don't deserve what I'm going through. Okay? They just don't. Nor do innocent creatures of all shapes and sizes that have been affected by all this. You know, so when I said earlier I didn't know if it was a pun or play on words, thanks for the memories. There are a handful of beautiful memories from this area, growing up in this area, friends, which I thought my friends and family, that I will always remember because they were a part of what I thought was my life. But there's a lot of them I'm not taking with me. I'm not taking a lot with me. I'm just not. You can have it. You've worked so hard to destroy me. You can have it. Right? To my dog who woke up puking. Nice, right? Yeah. Lovely way to wake up on Easter. And you wonder why I don't get excited about holidays. What do you need to do? So anyway, thanks for the memories. We're going to go ahead and I just thought I would just follow you up on my world here since maybe 1 out of 4 of you care. Other than that, I do the best I can with what I have. I always have done the best I can with what I have. I've even gone through a few boxes of school stuff, and it's like, whoa, I can remember the thrift store I got that from, the garage sale I got that from, and somehow I put 2 things together and made a really cool, exercise for the kids to do in the classroom. Like I said, you can attack everything about me. You're not going to stop me from being creative. It's just, I think when you have something in you that needs to create, it's just what you do. It's just what you do. I'm outside and I'm looking at rocks and I can't stop looking for cool aspects. And I'm not a rock person. It's just, some people just have that knack in their brain and some, have that need to fulfill that sort of enrichment. And I've always had that as a kid, knee deep in a pond. I walked in the woods for hours. I followed the railroad tracks and ended up 3 towns over. Boy, did we get yelled at for that. But you just kind of get lost in that kind of stuff. I tried watching TV lately. There were 2 shows that, because they resonated oh so much, gee, I wonder why, I watched. But now I can't find anything that keep my interest. I can't. So I'm going to continue with the few Reader's Digest compilations that I have and hope today's the day that I keel over, because to be honest with you, it's in God's hands. It's in the universe's hands. It's in the power of somebody well above me. Well above you, too, whoever the fuck you are. And pardon my swearing, but I'm done. I'm done being courteous about it. There isn't an ounce of courtesy I want to provide. I also tried making a phone call to notify about something that I thought was truly dangerous for basically the public, and it got brushed off. Did I get a return call with any ounce of concern based on what I said? No. No fucking Q&A sticker questions. Take them and shove them. I already told you I had eggs. You weren't paying attention. So get off my screen. Thank you. It's duh. This is what I mean by it's too much effort to aggravate somebody. Like, get a new hobby. Go somewhere. Go make a fucking friend. Leave us the fuck alone. I don't have anything that you want. Not that I'm aware of. So stop it. Stop attacking me and my creatures and everything else. And those of you who are part of this, who I thought I knew and loved, I don't care if I ever hear your voice or see your face again. I've come to terms with that all. I'm not gonna cry about that. Okay? I'm not gonna. You can try your damn hardest, but I'm not gonna. What I am gonna do is spin a few records from Reader's Digest, because why the hell not? They came from somebody who I think kind of protected me when I was younger, or tried to at least show me that they loved me. So I'm gonna pass it along. How sweet is this? The little fairy, and the little couple sitting and watching the fairy go by. I mean, like, hello. But here I go into my second spring of complete and total isolation. Good job, guys. Good job. You've done such a good job of taking care of all the people around me and make sure that I have nobody to speak with. What the F? What? Who comes up with this stuff? Like, who's responsible for this? I don't like you. Okay? I don't like you. And you know, there's a problem with that. Because if I don't like you, I probably don't respect you. And there's also probably really a good reason why I don't. Okay? And if I don't respect you, I don't know you. If I don't know you, that's who all you people are going to be to me. Who? Doesn't sound familiar. I don't care what part of a history or memory you're in of mine. If you are somebody who is responsible or looked the other way or pretended like you didn't know, I don't know you anymore. Don't try it. I don't want empty apologies. I don't want anything from you. Nothing. I want to see your dust as you walk away. Bye. I am really good at cutting off shit that doesn't work for me. And all you've done is put yourself on that list. I have nothing but a big, open, huge heart for those people who reciprocate it and who simply need it. Maybe they can't reciprocate it, but they need it. But you people who are takers, there isn't an ounce that I want to give to you that you haven't already taken. Okay? So, you know, it is what it is. Sylvia, I don't know if you're real. I don't know if you're a hacker. But hey, what's up? Maybe you like Reader's Digest. Don't know. Pardon my attitude. This is where we're at today. You know, I don't feel well. We haven't felt well in a while around here. Yeah, I'd still do everything all over again. The exact same. You want to know why? Because I'm an advocate. I'm an advocate for others, and I'm an advocate for myself. And if that makes me a bad person, so fucking be it. So be it. Hate me for that. Fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. Try to kill me and my animals for that? Dumb. Dumb idea. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. I'm really not. Woo! This one's got 8 records, by the way. I'm just saying. Just saying. I mean, I don't know how much of you would tolerate this. I don't even know how much of you would have survived as far as I've gotten. Most people probably would have taken their own life by now. And I don't joke around about suicide because when I was a teenager, young teenager, and I was dealing with something, I didn't want to be here anymore. So I know how that fucking feels. So anybody who tries throwing that back in my face, don't do it. I know how that place feels. It's a place I got out of and I never went back. I surrounded myself with other people's children, nature, just beautiful things that made me happy. And that's what you have to do. Because the more you muddle around in it, and the more you feel shame for something that you shouldn't feel shameful for, it's going to win. I don't carry it. I know there's a bunch of people who've been trying to lay their shit on me for as long as I've been on this planet. And you know what? No more. Everybody thought I was kind of crude when I said, you know what? They asked me, oh, with my mother having passed away in 2020. Natural causes. I feel 10 times closer to her now. You want to know why? Because once you pass on, I saw her as a grandmother. I know she was very capable of being extremely loving and protective and empowering. I know that she had it in her. I watched her with other people. I watched her with adults, children, you name it. She had love and patience for everyone except me. And I knew there was something funny about that. It wasn't normal. It just wasn't normal. There was something that didn't sync right. And I have still yet to put my finger on the exact reason why, other than a whoopsie that I found. And it makes me wonder quite a bit of things. I just have to tell you, she can't do anything but love me from where she is right now. She gave enough love while she was here to enough people that granted her to go to a place where you can only love. So when I say my relationship with her now is phenomenal, it's because she can't hurt me. She can't hurt me anymore. She can only hurt me if I choose to remember her words, if I choose to remember her finger poking on my chest, asking me who the hell I was when I was 10. Who was I? Nah, I'm not gonna, Aaron Daniels. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna speak my mind because that's what I do. That's what people don't like about me, or that's what people do like about me. And you know what? I don't care. It's who I am. Not one person has asked me how the hell I'm doing since last March. I'm not gonna calm down. Something's really wrong with the society that I live in here. Something's really wrong. Okay, there's a lot wrong with it. But anyway, she can only love me from there. One thing she did share with me is her love of dancing and her love of music. So, I'm taking what I choose to take. Did you know I always talk about choices? And even when people pass on, people are no longer around you, it's up to you how you keep them alive. Okay, do you have to understand that? And a big part of letting that negativity go allows her to be her best where she is now, and it allows me to not carry that shit around that they continued to pile up on me when I was younger. I'm not a kid anymore. At all. Just because I like to have fun doesn't mean I'm a kid. But thanks, Aaron. Thanks for actually saying what you shouldn't have said. Calm down. That's like the worst thing you can tell somebody when they're actually emoting something real. I am not AI. This is not a fucking script. There's been no forethought to what's coming out of my mouth. That's the other thing. People think I have like this hidden fucking agenda. My brain doesn't work like that. What you see and what you hear and what you get in the moment is me. It's funny enough, I'm sitting next to some guy who I'm telling you, he wasn't who he said he was. And he says to me, how do you remember lines? Like, what's your trick to remembering lines? And I looked at him, I was like, I've never given lines. I've never been. No, that's so not true. In third grade, I was Little Miss Muffet. I think it was a nursery rhyme play in third grade. And I did remember those lines, but probably because it was a nursery rhyme that made up most of it. But he asked me, how do you remember those lines? And I said, I've never had an opportunity to do that. I was never given that opportunity. I was able to dance. I was able to, do solos and things like that, dancing. But of course, no voice. And at this point, I know exactly why they shut me up. I know now, at this age, why they didn't let me talk as a child and a young adult. I think they thought I was going to disappear when I went off into private school teaching. No, I actually learned what life was really about. I learned what unconditional love was. I learned what hard work is. I learned you are what you make your day. And I'm just going to tell you, those people who have put me in this situation, you're disgusting. You're disgusting. I don't know what you have to be proud of. I don't. Because you're gross. And all the people who have claimed to assist, nah, you're just taking notes, passing along information. No, I'm done. So, Aaron, you could go somewhere and calm down if you don't want to hear what I have to say. And Sylvia, you never responded, so who the hell knows? But anyways, He asked me how I remembered lines, and I said to him, yeah, I never did. But he's like, well, how would you? And then he kind of talked about how he was a mathematician and this, that, and the other. And I looked at him. I was like, well, you're the complete opposite of me, and which I thought was kind of interesting. And I said, if I want to remember lines, I'm pretty sure I have to actually do them. I have to read them, write them, practice them. I don't know if I'll ever get the opportunity, and I don't care at this point. But it was like a question. I was like, why would you even ask me that? Like, do people think I practice stuff? Like, even when we were on that other channel that I was on, none of that stuff was scripted. Not 1 ounce of it. We were both of us. Well, who knows? I can really only speak for myself. I was flying by the seat of my pants. Show up, half an hour later, having a response or a reaction. There was no briefing. There was no anything like that. Whatever. I wasn't the editor. So I'm not really sure what ever got cut out or what didn't, or what was taped and shared in a manner that it probably shouldn't have been. There's a lot of things that I question now, and there's a lot of reasons why. I've come across a lot of interesting proof of things, passed down by the universe. Thank you very much, because I certainly didn't set out to find these things. I mean, even this morning, I looked at something and went, what? Like, do you believe in coincidences? Because I don't. I am now a firm believer that every little thing happens for a reason. Every interaction, everything that comes out of somebody's mouth, their mannerisms. You look back on things, why did that happen to you? A lot of people, oh, well, there's a meaning behind it. I guarantee you, if you don't figure that out in this life, you will in your next if you have another opportunity to do it over. This is not my first rodeo. That's why I just don't care. I don't care about what comes out of my mouth. I know I'm a good person. I've earned this place. I've earned it. Coming back again and again and again and again. I've earned it. I've earned knowing what's right and what's wrong, and knowing how not to treat somebody. Yeah, yeah. And like I said, anybody who really wants to be a functioning adult in this world needs to spend time with children in a preschool classroom, even if you're in a chair for 3 days in a row and you're just observing. So you can learn what organic life is like, what it's like to not know it all, what it's like to not have all the money in your pocket to buy off, buy up, buy over, whatever you want to do with it. Learn how to find your words, and if not, learn how to emote with your body or your facial expression to get your point across. And then hopefully there is a kind and loving and mentoring adult around who can help assist you in growing those skills. Because being a good person takes time, and being a good person takes practice. Everybody is innately good when you arrive here. I think that's the right of life. But what happens is that nature nurture fights with you nonstop. And if your nurture isn't as nurturing as it should be, nature can sometimes be pretty ugly. Have you watched National Geographic? I've learned from a great person that I've been all over his feed. A famous what does he do? All I forget the word. Documentaries, and it's interesting when to step in, when not to step in. Well, I'm pretty sure somebody should have stepped into this documentary a long time ago. A long, long, long time ago. Okay? Because as far as I'm concerned, it's over. There's no commercial breaks. There's no any of that business. It's just over. It was over when it started because it was wrong. But okay. You want to keep telling me to calm down? You go ahead, you live it. Talk to anybody who's been through something horrible. And there are people out there who are going through way worse horrible things as me. That's why I'm still living. That's why I'm still appreciating the flowers that are popping up in my yard. Why I appreciate the birds flying over. Why I appreciate an old record passed down from somebody who's no longer here. I have figured out the only way to keep living is to actually live. You can try to kill me as much as you want. I'm only going to go when he takes me. Or wherever it is I'm going to go. And no, I didn't sign the back of my license. No, I'm sorry. I'm not doing anything without my permission. People keep giving my permission for things that I have no say in. How does that work? How does my signature end up on paperwork? How are people speaking on my behalf when they don't know me? I don't know. Just a few questions here on Easter morning. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. So, how about Aaron Daniels? You want to introduce it? You want to just tell everybody album number 1 so we can all calm down and listen to some music? Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Whatever. You're not getting a rise out of me on purpose or because you're deliberately saying or doing something. What you're hearing is frustration, real life frustration based on how I've been treated. I make zero apologies. And as far as I'm concerned, this is the most normal thing anybody in their right mind can do, is express how they actually feel about what's happening. No apologies. If I've insulted you, then you're a part of it. If I haven't insulted you, then do something kind for somebody today. You know? Help somebody who needs it. It's that simple. But if I've hurt your feelings, perhaps you need to check your conscience. I don't know, Aaron Daniels. Are you calm? I guess everything's hunky-dory in your world. Anyways, here we go. Do we want to hear what's on side 1? Shall we take a look? Let's take a look. Oh, boy. Well, you're going to have to hear my voice again. A little bit longer. But don't worry. By the time I finish reading this, they will have probably blocked my live stream, so it really doesn't matter. I'll read just this little section here. It says, through the 1930s, in the midst of the Depression, I can't get over how sometimes these things are just so in sync. In the face of coming World War, one thing flourished, musically at least. It was a delightful decade. Perhaps because of the very traumas the United States was experiencing. I can't make this shit up. Our popular music, much of it was written for the Broadway stage or the Hollywood screen, became much more complex, more romantic, more sophisticated. George and Ira Gershwin, Cole Porter, Irving Berlin, Richard Rodgers, Jerome Kern, Lawrence Hart, Harry Warren were some who wrote the songs. Bing Crosby and Rudy Vallee sang them. Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers danced to them. Eddie Dukin, not pronouncing it right, Benny Goodman and the Dorsey Brothers, Guy Lombardo, Glenn Miller played them. In this album are 96 of those great tunes, many of them once featured on the popular radio program Your Hit Parade, which began in 1935. All are still fresh, all add daily to their patina and nostalgia. We hope that if you weren't around in the 30s, these songs will make you wish you had been. If you were around, we hope they'll make you say, hey, thanks for the memories. Hi, Mark. Happy day to you. We are doing a little thanks for the memories. Reader's Digest, welcome. And I'm getting ready to start. Record number 1. I have vented out how I feel today. You know, if somebody would have checked on me, somebody real who cared about me over the last 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 months or so, I might not have had to say all that to you. But you know what? Things are constantly evolving around here. Poisoning. Wow. I mean, it's fun. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right. Whoa! We're not on the radio today. But I have been listening to a lot of radio. And you know what? Listen to the radio again, everybody. All your local stations work so hard to put music together, just like Reader's Digest. I've been listening to such good stations. WHUD, PDH, even K104 had some dance music on the other day. Wall radio, you name it. They clue you in on what's going on locally. They tell you what the weather is if you're not looking out the window. But they pick some great songs. I have heard some songs that I haven't heard in years just listening to the radio lately. And you know what? Bombs to ya. Good for you. Thanks for those memories, because a lot of them brought me back to like middle school, high school, college, you name it. Made me want to look up music. Made me want to search and see what CDs I still have. You know, listen to the radio every now and then. Everybody's cars now have, you know, streaming, this, that, and the other. There are still really freaking kick-ass DJs out there banging out their personal time to reach out to you, talk to you. They still have phone lines. I didn't even realize they still did that. They're still doing contests. Like, I was like, oh, maybe I'll call in. But I didn't. We used to as kids. That was so much fun to try to catch it. And I used to hear people I knew like, oh, hey, that's so and so. They got on the radio. So cool. I mean, I even know a lady whose daughter I had in my classroom who does morning talk show. She's great. I listen to her all the time. She probably doesn't know it, but that's all right. But to listen to her voice brings me back to like 2005, where I got to say good morning to her and tell her about her daughter's wonderful day, or things she was struggling with, or whatever I wanted to communicate. So, like, listen to your radio, guys. It's not dead. It's there. It's out there, and it's still playing great music. Well, apparently, I wouldn't have been around to listen to the radio in the 30s, but I promise you, a lot of this music will make me think. I wish that I lived during that time period, and there might have been a chance I could have been there. Any one of us could have. We don't know how many times we've been here, do we? But I'm going to tell you what. There's no such thing as a coincidence. And if you are a deja vuer, that's something you do on a regular basis, or you go through periods of time where you are constantly reliving things, pay attention. Pay attention to the details. Pay attention to what you're smelling, what you're seeing, what you're hearing, what your body's feeling. And I guarantee you that memory will come right back to you. And you'll be like, whoa. Well, how about that? So anyways, I'm going to put on this damn record now. I don't know how long I've been talking, half an hour or so. Sorry. It is what it is. Okay. Dancing with Tears in My Eyes, Burks and Dubin, On the Sunny Side of the Street, McHugh Fields. That's the, I meant to say Dancing with Tears in My Eyes is John McCarthy chorus, Don Scott and his orchestra. On the Sunny Side of the Street, Lace Brown and his band of renown. Then we've got Ruby Kalmar, Three Little Words by the Dreamers, vocal Nick Ingman and his orchestra. We've got Body and Soul, Green Heyman and Sour Eaton. I'm not sure. They have producers, writers, not sure. Performed by Ed Ames, vocal Joe Reisman and his orchestra. I never work with enough light, pardon me. Okay, then we've got Betty Coed of Fogarty Valley, the Fireside Singers, Mike Sams and his orchestra. Well, we've heard them before. Remember, this is from the 30s, so we're going to hear probably a lot of nice big band music, a lot of really pristine voices. We're going to love this. Them, Their Eyes, Pinkert Tracy Tauber. This is the Jonah Jones Quartet, and the Jonah Jones on vocal. And then I'll go ahead and move on to side 2, which is 1939. So for now, we're going to do some 1930. This is part 1 of album 1. Thanks for the memories. Well, I don't know how I picked this one, but this is the one we're doing today. Okay? Play. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Ooh. Just so you know, I don't talk religion or politics. I talk beliefs of my own. That's it. Okay. And there we go.
I'm dancing with tears in my eyes, 'cause the girl in my arms isn't you.
Oh.
Dancing with somebody.
Now, if this doesn't make you think of somebody that you're missing, your ears might be broken. Or your heart.
Trying to smile once in a while, but I find it so hard to do.
See it?
I'm dancing with tears in my eyes, 'cause the girl in my arms
Isn't you? Oh, it's time to waltz. Now we're going to head to the sunny side of the street. So yeah, got my record going. 3 little words.
Three little words. What I give for that wonderful phrase. To hear
How many 3 little word phrases could we come up with?
That's all I live for the rest of my days. And what I feel in my heart, they tell sincerely. No other words can tell it half so clearly. 3 little words, 8 little letters, which simply mean I love you.
No. Aw.
3 little words, 3 little words. What I feel in my heart, they tell sincerely. No other words can tell it half so clearly. 3 little words. Oh, what I give for that wonderful phrase. To hear those 3 words. That's all I live for the rest of my days. And what I feel in my heart, they tell sincerely. No other words can tell it half so clearly. 3 little words, 8 little letters, which simply mean I love
Wasn't that a beautiful little ditty? 3 little words. Next one is body and soul. Oh yeah. Yep, yep, yep.
My heart is sad and lonely. For you I sigh, for you, dear, only. Why haven't you seen it? I'm all for you, body and soul. I spend my days in longing and wondering why it's me you're longing.
Aw.
I tell you I mean it. I'm all for you, body and soul.
Pretty, huh?
I can't believe it. It's hard to conceive it that you turn away romance. Are you pretending? It looks like the ending, unless I could have one more chance. You prove, dear, my life a wreck. You're making. You know I'm yours for just the taking. I'd gladly surrender myself to you, body and soul.
Told you there's gonna be some really gorgeous voices. And the clarity, I mean, this is why am my hair standing up?
Are you pretending?
Oh well.
It looks like the ending, unless I could
A lot of
have
prep
one
work
more
around here.
chance. Dear, my life a wreck you're making. You know I'm yours for
Oh,
just the taking.
Some of these lyrics are so predictable and just lovely.
Myself to you, body and soul. I'm all for you, body and soul.
Okay, the next one's Betty Co-Ed. I don't know what that means. Rudy Valley, the singing idol of teen. Oh, I know who he is. Singing idol of teenagers during the 1920s
Betty
and
Co-Ed,
30s.
the tips of great for Harvard. Betty Co-Ed, the size of Yale's
Gotcha.
deep blue. Betty Co-Ed, the golden head for Princeton. Her dress, I guess, is black for old Purdue.
Betty Co-Ed's a small from Pennsylvania.
For Pennsylvania and the heart of tea. Betty Co-Ed is loved by every college boy. But I'm the one who's loved by Betty Co-Ed. Flirtation is an art with Betty
Ah.
Co-Ed. Her station quite depends upon her charms.
She gets a maiden rushes by the cultivated lushes, and she's happy with a fellow on each arm.
That's my girl, Betty Co-Ed.
I don't remember any of my college
Betty Co-Ed, her eyes of navy blue.
experiences.
Betty Co-Ed's a
Like this
golden
at all.
egg for hammers. Her dress, I guess, is white for Georgia too.
Betty Co-Ed's a smart for old Northwest.
For old Northwestern and the heart.
I do remember them wanting me to
Betty
be
Co-Ed is loved by every college boy.
actually in
But I'm
both
the one
schools.
who's loved by Betty Co-Ed. She
You know, the person who kind of looks after everybody gives, you know, I was like, no, I want a party. I can remember being at a party and them coming in and going, get out, I don't want to put your name on the list. I'm like, no, I'm here, put it on the list. What the hell? I don't know. Never a dull moment, right?
Betty Co-Ed has lips of red for Harvard. Betty Co-Ed has eyes of Yale's deep blue.
A baby blue, Betty Co-Ed.
I wouldn't have made it at any of those schools. would have been like, get out. You know. Hilarious. Well, if there's anybody in my chat that I can't see, hi. We're listening to Reader's Digest. Thanks for the memories. I can't see you or interact with you. I don't know if you exist. I don't know if anybody actually sees me. As far as I'm concerned, this is all scripted. Every last little bit of it, except for me. I'm Mrs. Truman. But I'm not who I really am. I'm Mrs. Truman. Have you met me? Mr. Truman was charming. You'd really like him. He's great. I get to make him up. That's part of the deal. You get to fuck with my world, and I get to make up a Mr. Truman just for me. He's so cool. He likes music too. Did you know that? I don't think he likes to dance as much as I do, but that's alright. I know who's taking me home at the end of the night. You know that song? Who cares who I dance with? Listen to this one. What do we got here? This is Them Their Eyes. It's a bouncy 1932, the product of the collaboration of three very talented people. Maceo Pinkard was not only a music publisher, but also the composer of such songs as Give Me a Little Kiss, Will Ya, huh? That's Twilight, Sweet Georgia Brown, Here Comes the Showboat. William Tracy, a charter member of ASCAP, American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, also wrote, among many other hits, Bring Back My Daddy to Me, a winner during World War I, and Doris Tauber, at one time secretary to Irving Berlin, was a pianist, a composer of songs, Broadway musicals, and a singer on her own radio show, Billie Holiday. Billie Holiday, all-time great jazz vocalist, helped to popularize Them Their Eyes at Cafe Society. I was going to say, who do I know this song from?
You better watch them if you will.
Ooh, yeah.
Sparkle, bubble, don't get you in a whole lot of trouble.
It's definitely bouncy. Them Their Eyes. Great. I have one person watching. Enjoy. Oh, wait, it's me. I am, thanks. It's really too bad. It really is. Like I said, you're not getting in between me and this music, so I'm good. Woo! All right. So, side one was fantastic. Gonna chop me up for a little bit, right? Cheers to that. All right. So, side two. Again, these are going to be songs from 1939. All the Things You Are, Kern Hammerstein. The Roger Curtis Singers, Robert Bentley and his orchestra. Then You Must Have Been a Beautiful Baby. I think we all know that one. Warren Mercer. Jonah Jones Quartet, Jonah Jones on vocal. Scatterbrain. Hey, that's me today. Oh, Keen Bean Masters Burke. Shep Fields and his rippling rhythm. Ooh, how's that for a name? We've got Darn That Dream, Van Heusen DeLange. And we've got Frank Duvall, his orchestra and chorus. Sunrise Serenade. Oh, I know that one. Carl Lawrence, Frankie Carl, his piano and rhythm. And the last one on side two is Day In, Day Out, Mercer Bloom, the Mike Sam Singers, Johnny Gibbs, and his orchestra. So here we go for side two. Side one was awesome. It sounds great. Like, for some reason, these records are particularly clear, crisp. Love it. You never know what you're going to get. Not an ounce of dust or slime on any of these. I hope that means she didn't listen to them often. We'll make up for it, don't worry. Right? Here we go. Oh, you're pushing into me. Oh, this winter was very long and cold. We had our fair share of adventures there too. Actually, I believe I was on a live when something occurred. Little did we know what he was really up to. Just so you know, I scroll quite a bit, sometimes before, after, or even during. And I see all you other YouTubers out there working your asses off to get, I guess, likes, subscribers, whatever it is that you're going for. I don't have that opportunity. All my shit's turned off. I don't even know if there's anybody watching me or in my chat room. But there are some really crazy, creative, funny, musically talented, artist type like talents. Just funny people, odd, quirky, weird, but in my sense, that's a compliment. I mean, there is every possible person out there that you could watch on YouTube. I mean, sometimes I giggle, sometimes I listen. Like I get stuck on Chatfield all the time. He's an instrumentalist. He doesn't say too much. He's very quiet. His music is extremely melodic. I mean, I would have played it in my classroom if I had it back then. Like it's just, I don't know if any of you people are even real or you're just part of this whole script or whatever it is. I find you all amusing and enlightening and entertaining. And I try to subscribe to most of the ones who catch my attention just because that's a courtesy. The ones who confuse me, I just tend to scroll past. I will never leave a nasty comment on anything. I won't do it. It's not necessary. But I do appreciate you. I appreciate you being out there, putting your face out there and your words and your thoughts, and because we have that liberty here, right? We do. And the fact that somebody's stealing mine is the complete opposite of what I'm entitled to. And not just because I'm a human being. You know, basic rights. Yeah. What do we have here? What is that? Oh, I don't... Things coming and going. Couldn't tell you what that was.
You must have been a beautiful baby.
Woo!
You must have been a wonderful child.
I don't know. All the pictures of me as a baby, I'm not smiling at all.
I bet you drove the little boy.
Kind of like...
And when it came to
kind of grouchy in all my baby photos.
You must have shown the other kids
I wonder why.
I can see the judge's eyes as they handed you the prize. I bet you made the cutest bow. Oh, you must have been a beautiful
My sister's kids were all cute.
Oh, baby, look at you now.
Woo! Look at me now, old. You know, you do grow up, like I said. You do. What is that? Scatterbrain? Cute. Oh, how pretty is that? I want to say these are all the woodwinds, right? Sounds like the storm sound from Dorothy's Wizard of Oz. You know that. You hear it? I hear bits and pieces of things. Sorry. Ooh! What is that? Cha-cha. Accordion? Nice. An accordion needle. Keys, little keys. What movie is this from? Wait, why? Why are we so bubbly? Composed by Frankie Masters. Came from the Midwest. It was used in 1939 film musical That's Right, You're Wrong. That was very cute. Next one, Darn That Dream. Darn it. Gets people in trouble following their dreams, you know?
Darn that dream, I dream each night. You say you love me and you hold me tight. But when I awake, you're out of sight. Oh, darn that dream. Darn your lips and darn your eyes. They lift me high above the moonlit skies. Then I tumble out of paradise. Oh, darn that dream. Darn that one-track mind of mine. It can't understand that you don't care. Just to change the mood I'm in, I welcome a nice old nightmare. Darn that dream and bless it too. Without that dream I never would have you. But it haunts me and it won't come true. Oh, darn that dream. That one-track mind of mine, it can't understand that you don't care. Just to change the mood.
You know, it's not that it's not a matter of caring. Like that's not it.
Darn that dream and bless it too. Without that dream I never would have you. But it haunts me and it won't come true. Darn that dream.
Never mind.
Darn that dream.
Never mind. Never mind.
Dream of mine.
Okay, Sunrise Serenade. Ah. It was ultimately dubbed Moonlight Serenade because that seemed an appropriate title for a companion recording to Sunrise Serenade. That was written by Glenn Miller, we know. I think that's where we heard it, the Moonlight one. It's like an open and a closer. Frankie Carl is the pianist with Horace Heidi's orchestra. 1939, Glenn Gray and La Casa Loma Orchestra introduced it to the public, but it was Glenn Miller who had the best-selling record of the song. Miller recorded it as the flip side of his theme, Moonlight Serenade. Yes, see? Interesting. He made it his own. So when Frankie Carl formed his own orchestra in 1944, he repossessed his song. He took it back, and Sunrise Serenade became his theme. How about that? They were fighting over the moon and the sunrise. Is that necessary? But hey, you got two beautiful songs out of that argument. Right? And with every sunrise comes the moonlight in order to start all over again. So you really can't have one without the other, can you? I don't think you can. All right. Day in and day out. Oh, you can't have one without the other. Yeah. Remember when I told you some people can't help themselves? They did it again. See, I'm not that impulsive. I come across like I am. But I'm not. And thanks, David. Thanks for the calm down. Really made a difference. You know what happens when people get hurt? They gotta let it out. Not by hurting other people, but just simply talking about it. Day in and day out. If you hold it in, it's eventually gonna come out on its own. So you might as well. Invite it. You'll feel 10 times better. It doesn't make the yuck go away, but it makes you stronger in how you deal with it. Everything is fine. Everything. Oh, I love that little going on in the background. Do you wake with a tingle? I wake with needing to tinkle. I don't know about tingle. That's really funny. Week or two, where are you? You're not in your sleep. Wow. Tomorrow when I wake up, I'm gonna see if I feel a tingle. Okay, so I did my research. I just didn't go back and put in my resources for the first record I did Here it goes again with the last one. With the great music from the movies. I do have my resources written out, just not typed in. All sorts of things. I lost it now. Remember when I said certain things happen for a reason? They do. Okay, yay! Record 1 was delightful. And of course, even with a special invite to someone, no one's in the chat room that I can see. So, what else is new, right? Going on to number 2. Let's see. How cool is this? I don't see any fishing rods in this boat, so, you know, this date is a little lackluster if you ask me. It's missing 2 poles, some worms, and a cooler. But hey, to each his own. I'm going to go ahead and, oh, went the wrong way. Put in number 2. See what's going on here. Oh my gosh, I love it. Look, they even put at the corner, can you see? This is record 1. You cannot make a mistake using these Reader's Digest compilations. I mean, they have like a control of error in every aspect of this thing. I love it. Okay. We're going to do a little bit more memories. It's raining outside. I can hear it. And it's cold and crappy. What are you going to do? Spring is funny. Sometimes you have nice weather. You know, sometimes you don't. Ha ha. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you are. Remember that commercial? Don't wear braids because people will do that to you every 35 seconds. Yeah, pain in the ass. Okay, record 2. Okay, we're still in 1930, apparently. My Baby Just Cares for Me. Donaldson Kahn, Ray Davis and his button-down brass. Ooh, that's going to be good. Exactly Like You, Fields McHugh. The Dreamers, vocal Nick Ingram and his orchestra. Ingman, I keep putting an R in there. It's not belonging there. It's Ingham. I-N-G-M-A-N, okay? In case I'm misinforming you. Okay, then we got Bye Bye Blues, Ham Bennett, Lown and Gray, Ray Davis and his button-down brass again. Then we've got Goofus, King, Harold, and Kahn, Martin Munchausen, and the Polka Barons. Oh, how come the Polka Barons sounds familiar to me? Little White Lies, Donaldson, Guy Lombardo and his Royal Canadians, and Kenny Gardner vocal. We have heard them before. Then we have the last song on side 1, You're Driving Me Crazy, in parentheses. What did I do? I'm sorry. I'm going to dedicate that one to somebody. Donaldson, The Dreamers, vocal Robert Mandel and his orchestra. That's really funny. I wish that I could read all these paragraphs. It's just a little too dark in here for me today to do that. I'll get frustrated, and I'll lose the whole 0 of you who are in here. So, let's see here. Okay. All right. My baby just cares for me. My baby. Yeah, just cares for me. Cares for nobody else but me. Yeah, here we go. You got, you can't go wrong with the horn section. You just can't. Okay. Exactly like you.
I know why I've waited, know why I've been blue. Prayed each night for someone exactly like you.
Why should we spend money on a show or two? No one does those love scenes exactly like you. You make me feel so grand. I wanna hand the world to you. You seem to understand each fool's little scheme I'm scheming.
Dream I'm dreaming.
Now I know why mother taught me to be true.
Ah!
She meant me for someone exactly like you.
Oh! My mom taught me to be true. It was meant for someone exactly like you. How's that?
I know why I've waited.
I know why I've waited. Know why I've been
Prayed each night for someone exactly
like you. Why should we spend money on a show or two?
No
Because
one does
No
those
one
love
does
scenes
them
exactly like you.
no one does those love scenes. Ah! That's... Woo! How cool. See that subtlety stuff? Dangerous.
Pray each night for someone
Exactly like you.
So
why should we spend money on a show or two?
No one does those love scenes exactly like you.
You
Ha
make
ha!
me feel so grand.
Feel so
I wanna
great.
hand the world to you. You seem to understand each fool's little scheme I'm scheming.
dream I'm dreaming.
Now I know why mother taught
Oh
me
my
to
God,
be
this
true.
song is
She
fabulous.
meant me for someone
Exactly
Like you.
like you. Ah! Ah! I think that's my new favorite 1930s tune. Yes, it is. Boop, boop. Exactly like you. Oh, so cute. Good job, Mom. Teach that man his manners. Ah, why would I choose? If you had been meeting a date under the dock at the Biltmore Hotel in New York City, it's more than likely that you would have heard this haunting melody. It was composed by Burt Lown, society bandleader who played for weddings, receptions, and debuts of the famous and the wealthy. Lown used it as the theme song for his orchestra, which was then in residence at the Biltmore. Since the 30s, the tune has been revived from time to time. In 1965, German bandleader composer Bert Kempfer arranged it as a sleepy time mood piece for Fred Mock and his star trumpeter. However, this version by Ray Davis is the Mexican brass style. It's bouncy, not dreamy. Ah, it still has a little bit of a dreamy. Well, dreamy. It's still dreamy. Bouncy and dreamy. No one like you. Exactly like you. Too cute. Wake up, sleepyhead. What's next? This is that polka. No, this is Goofus. Yeah, polka bears. Alright. It says, never saw this word before. Schottische. Scottish. Before he gained fame as the Waltz King. Oh, that's how I knew this. Okay, King was a popular band leader in the Midwest, where listeners came mainly from farming country. One of their favorite dances was the kind of stiff-legged Scottish, which non-Midwesterners considered corny. But knowing what would appeal to his audience, King imbued this song, Goofus, with a rhythmic style that had a deliberate touch of corn. Corn. C-O-R-N, corn. Today, almost 50 years after King wrote it, with tongue-in-cheek, Goofus has transcended into corny country origins to become a popular novelty song. I wonder what the... How do you say it? Skittish? How do you do it? How do you do the skittish? So corny to you? Maybe it's kind of like a two-stepper. Square dancey type like thing? And I know some farmers who can dance, so I don't know what that was about. I wouldn't ever say a farmer can't dance. Hell no. I would never say that. Well, that's the corniest part right there. Okay. Little white lies. Little white lies. Interesting tidbit of information. I wouldn't say it would bring up the mood, so I'm going to just keep it where it is. Right, right.
The moon was all aglow, and heaven was in your eyes. The night that you told me those little white lies, the stars all seemed to know that you didn't mean all those sighs. The night that you told me those little white lies.
Oh, never lie under the stars.
But there's no forgetting when evening appears.
Don't do it.
I sigh, but there's no regretting in spite of my tears. The devil was in your heart, but heaven was in your eyes.
The devil was in your heart.
The night that you
What are you doing there? You shouldn't be there.
Me, those
The devil can be anywhere else but in your heart, as far as I'm concerned. Eyes, yes. Hands, yes. Heart, no. It doesn't belong in there. Does not. Little white lies. Don't tell those suckers. Just don't do it. Don't bother. Just make lunch. This is driving me crazy. What did I do?
You're driving me crazy.
did I do?
This might be my favorite number 2
What
song.
did I do? My tears for you.
Ah!
Take everything hazy.
Oh, what did I
Down in the skies
do? See, predictable.
how true were the friends who were near me to cheer me. Believe me, they do. But you were the kind who would hurt me, desert me when I needed you.
Oh!
You're driving me crazy.
What did I do? Ah! What did I do to you anyway? Oh, I cared about you. Whoops. Sorry. You know, it's like a pothole. You can't really avoid that shit. You never know who you're going to care about or care for. It happens. Luckily, town money never goes to potholes. They're always there, and you're always going to fall in them. Pop a tire, fall in love, who knows? Anything could happen.
How true were the friends who were near me to cheer me. Believe me, they do. But you were the kind who would hurt me, desert me when I needed you.
Yeah, yes, you.
You're driving me crazy. What did I do to you?
I don't know what I did. That's really cute. Really cute. Okay, 2 cute songs on this record. Man. All right, moving on to the other side. I don't know about you, or even if anyone is even watching this. This music is fantabulous. Let's see. What are we going to hear on side 2? Would you like to know? I would. Oh, you go to my head. Coots and Gillespie. I don't like that name. Harry James and his orchestra. Listen to the rain if you can. Let's see what it says here. Go to my head. Well, at that time, this is interesting. I will read it. Radio frowned on any reference to alcoholic beverages, and the lyrics to this song extolled the exhilarating effects of at least 3. However, once released, You Go to My Head delivered a mighty punch to millions. Coots and Gillespie, both prolific and successful composers of tunes for radio, films, and theater, deliberately wrote their song in the sophisticated style of Cole Porter. They succeeded so well that even today, many people still think You Go to My Head is a genuine Porter tune. Isn't that interesting? Oh, now I know what to listen for. Oh, and how appropriate for this whole Easter weekend, I guess, if that's something you celebrate. A Tisket a Tasket. Fitzgerald Alexander, Marilyn King with the Miller Sisters. Oh, vocal Dick Grove and his orchestra. It said that the legendary Ella Fitzgerald was almost single-handedly responsible for this hit song in 1938. Oh, very cool. Tisket a Tasket. We came up with so many little songs to do with the kids that had that in it. And little things you could act out. Very cute. Anyways, the next one is Deep Purple. DeRose Parish. Liebert Lombardo with Guy Lombardo's Royal Canadians. Deep Purple, let's see. Like a caterpillar that eventually turns into a butterfly, this melody went through a startling metamorphosis. Ooh, that's a great opening line for that description. Then comes Wishing, in parentheses, Will Make It So, by De Silva. Shep Fields and his rippling rhythm, and Diane Leon vocal. Then we've got South of the Border, Down Mexico Way, in parentheses, Kenny Carr. Ray Davis and his button-down brass again. Then we have Over the Rainbow, Arian Harburg, Joe Stafford and the Pied Pipers, vocal Paul Weston and his orchestra. Interesting. Year in and year out, millions of TV viewers feel chills running up and down their spines as they listen to Judy Garland singing Over the Rainbow in reruns of the 1939 classic The Wizard of Oz. Yet Harold Arlen and E.Y. Harburg's glorious theme almost ended up on the cutting room floor of the MGM studios because top brass thought it was too long and interfered with the film's action. Producer Arthur Freed protested its deletion and insisted that it be restored. It finally was, and the haunting yearning of the film's heroine for a sunny future survived to capture an Academy Award. In addition to Judy Garland, who played Dorothy, the little girl from Kansas, the star-studded cast of The Wizard of Oz included Jack Haley as Tin Woodman. And I just saw something today about who was supposed to play the original Tin Woodman. He had gotten very ill, and then he was replaced by Jack Haley. I'm sorry I'm not remembering his name, but I guess whatever makeup they put on him made him very sick. I thought that was... But he went on, I believe he went on to do... he was something, in something. Oh, it'll probably come to me while we're listening to music. I'll go back and look it up, maybe. But he did came out of it and did a great job in something different. Ray Bolger as the Straw Man, Bert Lahr as the Cowardly Lion, Frank Morgan as the Humbug Wizard. And Over the Rainbow made the hit parade for 15 weeks and was 7 times at number 1. Oh, before I start this record, I know this talks about the Wizard of Oz, but you know what? As a kid, I think I remember being equally, if not more, excited about The Wiz. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that. But Diana Ross and Michael Jackson, I believe, was the Scarecrow. There was a jazz singer who was the Tin Man, the Lion. I'm trying to remember who the other two. Maybe I'll look that up. But that scared the crap out of me. I mean, it was an interesting, like, I don't know even what to say, but I thought it was phenomenal. Diana Ross, you really cannot go wrong with her. I mean, Judy Garland, Diana Ross, I mean, is of equal amazingness as far as singing and stuff, but Michael Jackson was in this one. But it explained all his little dancing moves. He was just so damn flexible. Him as the Scarecrow was perfect. But I have to see if I can find some Reader's Digest from the later years that pulls into those, those kinds of movies that weren't from the 20s and 30s, and I don't know what we're going to come across here, but man, I don't know if any of you remember that, but The Wiz was phenomenal. Ease on down the road. Like, it was a totally different, capture of the whole idea. It was pretty awesome, though. Anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll appreciate this side, too, from the 1930s, starting with You Go to My Head. So let's see. Let's see if this makes you want a drink or remember too many drinks that you had one night. Or hopefully no more drinks, if that's your case. And maybe your first drink, which most people try, to set people up to get sick. I mean, at least I know a lot of people who've tried to do that so that they think drinking isn't fun. Drinking is not something that you do to fix a problem. It has to be a part of a celebratory situation, and it has to have its limits, I think. Don't get me wrong, I've had my fair share of hangovers, and I know this. This is why I don't drink wine. Or rum. 2 things I won't ever. Well, I might have 1 glass, but that's it. Never rum. I'm not a rum person. Sorry. I know there's a lot of rum drinkers out there. But anyways, let's see. I'm curious as to why this was an issue for the radio back then. I mean, I think we were out of the whole, what was it called? Where you couldn't, dry spell. Let's see. Or it does kind of invite you into a speakeasy, though, doesn't it? Come on in. Have a drink. Let me light your cigarette. Would you like a table in the dark or semi-light? Or close to the stage? You're going to really love the performer. It's great. What can I get you from the bar, sweetie? That's exactly what this is. You know me, I have to crack myself up. I'm gonna sit by the stage. Unless it's a burlesque show. And then, of course, I'd be in it. Thanks for the memories. really can't take me anywhere. When they take all the lyrics out. That's funny when you keep you thinking about it, right? I love it. Holy cow. That's really funny. I just set up a whole scenario for that one. Just get a casket. Green and yellow basket.
A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. I bought a basket for my mommy. On the way I dropped it, I dropped it, I dropped it.
Oh no.
Yes, on the way I dropped it. A little girl, we picked it up and took it to the market. She was trucking on down the avenue without a single thing to do. She was pecking all around, and when she spied it on the ground, a tisket, a tasket, she took my yellow basket, and if she doesn't bring it back, I think that I shall die.
No! It's horrible.
A tisket, a tasket, I lost my yellow basket. And if that girlie don't return, I don't know what I'll do. Oh dear, I wonder where my basket can be. So do we, so do we, so do we, so do we, so do we. Oh gee, I wish that little girl I could see. So do we, so do we, so do we, so do we, so do we. Oh, why was I so careless with that basket of mine? That little bitty basket was a joy of mine.
Oh, the little things.
A tasket, I lost my yellow basket.
Oh.
Won't someone help me find my basket?
Nobody's gonna help you find it.
Was it green? No, 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 no. Was it red?
Pretty sure.
No, 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 no. Was it blue? No, 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 no. Just a little yellow basket.
Was it blue? No, no, no.
A little yellow basket.
Huh. Hey, thanks for popping into the chat. You're the only one who's in there. You got the whole room to yourself. Ain't that nice? Stretch out. Get cozy. We're listening. Woo! I bumped it. We're listening to Thanks for the Memories. Exactly. This is Deep Purple. Not the band. The song. So this melody went through a startling metamorphosis. He Peter DeRose, popular radio star of the 20s and 30s, who had written such hits as When Your Hair Has Turned Silver and Have You Ever Been Lonely, decided to change a pace when he wrote Deep Purple as a piano composition in 1934. The following year, Domenico Savino arranged the piece for an orchestra. Paul Whiteman introduced the new version on the radio. In 1939, Mitchell Parrish provided lyrics for DeRose's melody, and according to Larry Clinton and his orchestra, with Bay Wayne doing the vocal, turned Deep Purple into a popular hit. Nino Tempo and April Stevens revived the song in 1963, the best-selling record that won National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences Award for Best Rock and Roll Recording in the Hit Parade. Statistics for Deep Purple Hit Parade statistics for Deep Purple on the list for 12 weeks in the number one spot 7 times. Do you know how to dance to this kind of music, Food? Doesn't it baffle you as to why there's only one person in here? What do you know about that? You have a lot of experience dealing with chat rooms. What can you tell me? Wishing will make it so. Ah! Mood, what's that sound like to you? Yeah, I don't need anybody to tell me what I can and can't do. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter. Nothing I do matters. No one cares. Their job is to just dance on it. I don't know. Would love to know. You don't know? You didn't bump into anybody in the chat room? Because usually it's people who like to pick on me. Only. Let me know if you rub elbows with anybody who isn't so nice.
Wishing will make it
Oh, please. If I had discovered this setup a long time ago, I would have been doing this for years. So,
and care will go.
it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks.
Dreamers tell us dreams come true.
Ah, isn't her voice beautiful?
It's no mistake.
Who is this?
And wishes are the dreams
Diana
we
Lee.
dream when we're away.
So pretty.
The curtain of night will part if you are certain within your heart. So if you wish long enough, wish strong enough, you will come to know. Wishing will make it so.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. I like that sound. the rippling sound that you're hearing. You must have been famous for that. I love the accordion that I'm hearing. Bring me back to my childhood. South of the border. It's actually a product of England. It has nothing to do with Mexico. Written by British songwriters Jimmy Kennedy and Michael Carr, the song was introduced to the public by Gene Autry during a tour he made in England in 1939. Provided the title and recurrent musical theme for a film that starred Autry that same year. Other Kennedy song credits include Isle of Capri, Harbor Lights, and My Prayer. Carr responsible for such songs as Dinner for One Please, James, Old Faithful, and Kon-Tiki. Together, Kennedy and Carr composed Mother Come From Ireland, Sunset Trail, and We're Gonna Hang Out the Washing on the Siegfried Line, a British World War II hit song. Hit parade record for the south of the border, 16 weeks, number 1, number 9. Thanks for the hello.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams
That you dream to dream really do
come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why can't I?
What's that all about? Nah. Would you put stickers and, yeah, see, I didn't turn those on. Thanks. Well, we're being manipulated right now, everyone. Welcome to the party. Not cool.
Somewhere over the rainbow,
No.
happy little bluebirds fly.
No.
Birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh, why
Hmm. Oh, every day we're learning. Every day. Learning, oh, so much. Are you ready for side 2 of the second album? Me, myself, and I in my chat room. Yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, so much. Surprise visitors. Let's see. Yeah. Who just popped in and popped out? What happened? What happened? Did he scare you? All right. Oh, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're ready for actually number 3. How about that? Damn. You know, yeah, that's what I thought too. God. I will tell you all, it is so, so, so important to listen to your gut and your instincts. And whatever part of your natural body, nervous system tells you something. Don't ignore those clues. Don't ignore those so-called tingles that you might get in the morning. That was a funny song. Don't do it. Because, like I said, some people can't help themselves. And they will give themselves away because they can't help themselves. And it's just, it's almost, it's disheartening when you only give out respect, but you don't get it back. It's all good. All right, moving on to 3. So record 3, side 1, is songs from 1931. We've got Just One More Chance, Johnston Coslow, Ed Ames, vocal, Ken Thorne and his orchestra. We've got All of Me, Simon's Marks, Jonas Jones Quartet and Jonas Jones vocal, Jonah Jones. Then we've got Home, When Shadows Fall, Van Steeden, Clarkson and Clarkson. The Dreamers, vocal, Nick Ingham and his orchestra. Lazy River, Carmichael and O'Rodin, Robert Mandel and his swing orchestra. Then we've got Out of Nowhere, Green. Thanks for the memories. Out of Nowhere, Green Heyman, Joe Reisman and his orchestra. We've got Goodnight Sweetheart, Noble Campbell, Connolly Valley, Guy Lombardo and his Royal Canadians, Kenny Gardner vocal. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens here in 1931. Side 2 is songs from 1938, so it might sound a little bit different. So here we go. Some more from Reader's Digest. Thanks for the memories. Most people would agree, especially if they listened to them and they proved them correct. Like, I don't need to be right all the time. I just need to be right when I need to be right. And sometimes I'm right. And that sucks. It sucks for all parties included. But it's all right. Goes around, comes around, goes around, comes around. Oh, there will be natural consequences to everything. Alrighty, let's go. Just one more chance. I don't think I give many more than that, though.
Just one more chance.
One more chance means you're a fool.
To prove it's you
I don't know if you agree with that. But
each night I say
to be somebody's afterthought. Oh, I didn't know what I had when I had it. Oh, I should have recognized.
Just one more night. To taste the kisses that enchant me.
That's just lust.
I want no others.
Sorry. Just lust.
Just one more chance.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I've learned the meaning of repentance.
repentance.
Now you're the jury at my trial. I know that I should serve my sentence.
Yeah.
Still I'm hoping all the while
You don't want me in your jury. You don't. You don't want me in your jury. Gee, maybe that's why I've never done jury duty. Somehow they conveniently got me out of jury duty every time I got my notification. Just tell them you're in a classroom. Just tell them you work in a school. How convenient.
I know that I should serve my sentence. Still, I am hoping all the while you'll get me.
No, not a chance.
Just one more.
I don't care how cute you are. I don't care what your storyline is.
I said that I was glad.
I don't care if you bring me a gift. No more.
But now I'm back to cry my heart out.
Bye.
For just one more chance.
I might have a tissue box for you.
Just give me one more chance.
Not a chance. Not an effing chance. And you don't want me on your jury. You don't want me there. Funny though, funny enough. Everybody and their brother did jury duty. Not I, Sunfly. Woo, here we go. Oh, all of me. It's gonna be Jonah Jones on the vocals. And you know, you ain't gonna take a little, you're gonna take all of me. This is how it works. And if you don't want all of me, do not ask for a little. Or a second chance. It's a good song. Thanks for the memories. Ready?
All of me. Why not take
All of me.
Can't you see?
Can't you see?
I'm no good without you.
I'm no good without. Look, this is the song.
Take my lips.
They come to the door with.
Them. Take my arms. I'll never use them. Baby, your goodbye left me with eyes that cry.
Oh.
How can I go on, dear, without you?
Oh.
Yes, you took the part that once was my home.
Oh, I was just gonna say.
So why not take
all of me? Why don't you take it all? Put it out with the trash. Mood, this is definitely good cleaning music. Let's keep you going. And for all of you who tried to get me out of character today, if anything, you put me in character. You said you were gonna go clean, right? Why don't you clean all of me? So my house is like, hurry up. No. Not today. Easter.
When shadows fall,
Home. This is called Home.
trees whisper day is ending. My thoughts are ever wending.
must go. My heart is forever yearning.
Who are these, the sisters?
Once more to be returning home. When the hills conceal the setting
Dreamers.
sun,
That's who we're hearing singing, the Dreamers.
stars begin a-peeping one by one.
Peeping. Had enough of those.
Night covers
Online, offline, all around. Oh, I'm pretty sure this one's gonna get blocked completely, so why not? Tell it like it is, right? If need be.
Loving arms are waiting there for me. Precious lips to kiss so tenderly.
Aw, little snuggle waiting for you at home.
Night covers all and go. Fortune may forsake me. Sweet dreams will ever take me home.
As the birds are singing up a storm outside. I think they like music. This would be Lazy River. Versatility is a keynote of two. Ogie Carmichael's great song classics when he wrote Stardust in 1927, composed it in a lively jazz tempo, but 2 years later Victor Young made a slow arrangement of that song that brought out the soaring beauty of the melody. And Young's arrangement has become the standard and beloved treatment ever since. So it is with Lazy River, which Carmichael wrote in 1931 in collaboration with Sidney Rodin, New Orleans jazz clarinetist. Lazy River has been played both as a jazz piece and as a dreamy ballad. It works either way. Versatility. Carmichael himself helped to popularize the song, doing the vocal on a celebrated jazz recording by a band that included such greats as Tommy and Jimmy Dorsey, Jack Teagarden, Gene Krupa, Benny Goodman, and Bud Freeman, Joe Fanucci, and Bix Beiderbecke. Every house has a catch-all room. Every dresser has a catch-all drawer. Yeah. Just pull out the things you need. Focus on what's most important. Build lots of little tiny piles so that when you want to put things back together, it doesn't take long to move a tiny pile. I know someone who has a tiny craft room. She's usually pretty organized, though. interesting. I like this one. Are you supposed to be live while you're cleaning out your art room? Why would you want to be live doing that? Ooh, it's really raining now. You hear it? Can you hear it? Oh, this is Good Night, Sweetheart. It might be worth it if you can reorganize. Sometimes you get a whole new start when you reorganize. Might be good for the brain and your art, you know? To benefit each other. Let it move all the big stuff.
Good night, sweetheart, till we meet tomorrow. Good night, sweetheart, sleep will banish sorrow. Tears and parting may make us forlorn, but with the dawn a new day is born. Good night, sweetheart, though I'm not beside you. Good night, sweetheart, still my love will guide you.
That doesn't sound like very much fun.
In each
I'd
one
take that over what I'm dealing with any day.
Good night, sweetheart. Good night.
Good night, sweetheart. Ooh, I hate when I do that. All right, flippity flip. Yeah, don't apologize for anything you're not involved with. This is something I have been saying over and over again. I don't accept any apologies from people who don't need to give me them or even are remotely involved in the need for the apology in the first place. So, no apologies necessary, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. So, I'm going to flip this over to side 2. These are songs from 1938. Thanks for the memory. Ba-ba! There's always that one song that goes along with our cover. Okay. That is Robin Ranger. Those are the pair. And it's Johnny Gibbs and his orchestra with Ken Berry vocal. Then we've got Be Monsieur Biduchon, Means That You're Grand. Aha! Secundo Khan, Chaplin, and Jacobs, and the Clare sisters vocal, Johnny Gibbs and his orchestra. Then we have Love Walked In, Gershwin and Gershwin, Joe Reichman and his orchestra. Love Walked In. How come I know that one? What does it say? Part of the film score he was working on with his brother Ira for the Goldwyn Follies when he suddenly began suffering from severe headaches. Eventually, he underwent an unsuccessful operation for a brain tumor and died on July 11th in 1937 at the age of 38. Love Walked In, which Kenny Baker sang in film, was not an entirely new song. Gershwin had composed the first 14 bars in 1931 as part of a 24-bar melody that he was sketching, but did not complete. The hit parade record for that piece on for 14 weeks and the number 1 spot 4 times. Then we have Change Partners, Berlin. They're Burt Lombardo with Guy Lombardo's Royal Canadians and Ty Lemley vocal. We have Jeepers Creepers, Warren Mercer, the Dreamers vocal, and Johnny Gibbs and his orchestra. Jeepers Creepers, that's been around forever. It's too bad they turned it into a scary movie. Yeah, right? Way too young. I agree. And then it looks like the last one is maybe Thai Pi Tin or TP Tin. TI-PI-Tin. Griever Levine, we'll find out when they sing it, if they sing it at all. Shep Fields and his Rippling Rhythm. Gene Merlino and Diana Lee vocal. Alrighty, let's give this side a shot. These records, we're just flying through these. Either that or I'm just not looking at the clock. Well, I haven't missed any egg hunts, so I think I'm alright. I'm alright. Oh yeah? You got a big old bat kind of creature lurking around in your woods? Hanging out in a local barn? Careful. They'll eat you. They'll eat you. Thanks for the memory. That's what this one is. I could see equating this to like, that one slow dance you did with that perfect stranger. You didn't say much to each other, you just had perfect chemistry. You danced totally appropriate manners and everything. And then all of a sudden the main lights came on, and the whole dance is over, and you don't get a chance to catch the name, the number, or the next place they'll be, and you'll never see them again. That's this song right here. Thanks for the memory. That's why I live in the moment. So much safer.
Thanks for the memory.
Say thanks for the memory.
Of sentimental verse, nothing in my purse, and chuckles when the preacher said for better or for worse.
Well, Mood, I hope there isn't anything in the water
it was
where you grew up.
Thanks for the memory.
Don't sound so good.
Of Schubert's serenade.
Or should I say, Jeepers Creepers?
And traffic jams and anagrams and bills we never paid. How lovely it was.
How lovely it was.
We said goodbye with a highball. Then I got as high as a steeple.
Oh?
But we were intelligent people. No tears, no fuss. Hooray for us.
Yeah, right.
And thanks
For
for
the memory.
And strictly entre nous. Darling, how
I'm starting to think that most of the people in my life are just memories.
Dreams that never did come true.
They've all just fallen into the pocket
glad I met you,
of a memory.
cheerio and toodaloo. And thank you so much.
You know that? You have to just put people into memory pockets. Like little piles on your art craft room. Put them all in little piles. You'll file them in somewhere at some point, right?
I'm here, Mr. Shane. Please let me explain. By mere Mr. Shane meet your grand. By mere Mr. Shane.
Is that German? I wonder.
I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. I could say Bella, Bella, even say Wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain by mere Mr. Shane.
Wow.
So kiss me and say you understand.
She don't care what language you speak.
I've known,
She's getting the kiss.
Till I first met you, I was lonesome. When you came inside, dear, my heart grew light, and this old world seemed new to me.
I don't care if we can
You're
talk.
really swell, I have to admit.
Just
You
kiss me. Listen to
deserve
this.
expressions that really fit you.
That's great.
So I've racked my brain, hoping to explain all the things that you do to me.
Oh! Here, beast du shame.
Yes, you're the fairest in the land. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Kiss me and say you understand. I could say Bella, Bella, even say Wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain by mere Mr. Shane. So kiss me and say you understand.
Another cute one. Apparently, it's not what you say. It's how you kiss. Apparently. I mean, people in different countries kiss different. I don't know. I don't think a kiss is a kiss no matter where you are. What language you speak.
I could say Bella, Bella, even say Wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you just how grand you are. I've tried so hard to explain.
I don't know. Have you ever had a kiss and thought to yourself,
It's a shame.
my, that was grand.
So kiss me and say you understand. Yes, kiss me and say you understand.
Silly. Some of these songs are just plain silly. All right. Oh, this is Love Walked In. Could you imagine this song just comes on when that guy or that woman of your dreams is walking across the room, and this is in the background? If that ever happens, I'm running for the door. I'll be like, this is way too surreal for me. Come on. It's got the saunter that goes right along with this. Here it comes. Or she. Whomever. Or they. However you do your moment. This is a good moment. I'm creating this good moment. I'm sorry you're cleaning. But later you'll have fun. I know you will. Sometime a little after 8, right? Guess no egg hunts for you? Well, you have lots of grandkids and stuff. There's no big Easter thing going on? Maybe you don't celebrate it. Not bad. Someone's gotta laugh a little today, right? Easter can wait. Well, he seems to have one of those minds that never stops. His body has to probably kick out before his mind agrees to go to bed, right? I know a lot of people like that. They learn to survive. They're extremely productive people, though. They just forget to take a break. That's it. They just forget. Ah, okay, I get the name Change Partners. Two of the most popular stars in Hollywood musicals of the 1930s were Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire. Although their 1938 film Carefree, the eighth musical picture they starred in together during that decade, was not up to the usual Rogers-Astaire standard. It did produce this song, Change Partners, which was nominated for an Academy Award. The film story was slight. Fred Astaire, playing a psychiatrist, tries to help a young lawyer, played by Ralph Bellamy, and his fiancée, played by Ginger, who falls in love with the girl himself. However, the song and dance number that Rogers and Astaire performed for this Irving Berlin tune prompted critics to comment that Fred has never been more charming, and Ginger never more winsome. Interesting, huh? Right, that's the kind of brain he has. Productive. A lot of creators have brains like that. They don't stop. And if he's in a songwriting phase, that's what his brain is doing. Even when he's sleeping, he's probably still writing songs.
Must you dance every dance with the same fortunate man?
Aww.
You have danced with him
The same
since the
fortunate
music
man.
began. Won't you change partners
Aww.
and dance with me?
Well, that's what happens at a polka dance.
Must you dance
Don't stand still anywhere around the edge of a dance floor. Somebody will ask you to dance. If you don't want to dance, you have to literally leave the room where the music is. You have to be like, oh, I'm getting a drink, or I'm going to the bathroom. Because if not, you end up on the dance floor, and that's the way it should be. I've never gone to a polka dance with somebody and just danced with that person. It just never happened.
Won't you change partners and dance with me?
Now, Even in the dance group, we often switched up partners.
Ask him to sit this one out.
Go sit down. I want your dance partner. I would love that. Can you imagine?
Tell the waiter to tell him he's wanted on the telephone. You've been
Yeah.
lost
I can
in
polka.
his arms
I can polka like nobody else.
ever since.
That's my jam.
Heaven knows when. Won't you change?
It's right up there as probably one of my favorite things to do. I'd say top 3.
You may
I usually don't pass down the opportunity,
change partners
but
again.
sometimes that can be dangerous too. Telling you. Nah, you don't want to learn. I think it's something you have to do when you're little, because when you're older and you try to learn, you feel silly, you feel foolish, and you don't really get the flow down. I was forced into it as a kid, so it just became part of who I was, or who I am. Here's your song.
Where'd you get those eyes?
Where'd you get them?
Gosh, I'll get up. How'd they get so lit up? Gosh,
What color eyes do you have, Mood?
how'd they get
We never see you. You hide all the time.
golly gee, when you turn those heaters on, woe is me.
I got stuck with the
Gotta
blue.
put my cheaters on.
Everybody in my family is blue.
Jeepers
Well, generations
creepers,
above me are blue.
where'd you get those peepers? All those weepers.
I'm not sure whose they are.
How they
I
hypnotize.
want to say they came from my grandpa.
Where'd you get those eyes?
I've never seen any colored photos of my grandma. And my father's parents had very icy blue eyes, from what I remember. I don't know, mine aren't icy. Oh, you got green eyes, huh? What are you, Scottish or Irish? Typically from that part of the world, right?
Golly gee.
They're eyes. Everybody's got them. Honestly, yeah. I've never seen a pair of eyes that I didn't think were beautiful, to be honest with you. Even swollen, red, veined out eyes. I think all eyes are beautiful because they're your window to your soul, you know. And you need a window for your soul to look out to see where it needs to go. It's those black eyes that I've seen a few of those. Those are the souls I worry about. Oh yeah, that's where you're from. Funny, huh? Red eyes, huh? And red hair. I could have told you that. You know what I will do?
He said he would lie, he'd met her.
I will do a part
And
2.
soon he would come
Maybe later.
and get her. But she said, no, I cannot go until I know you better. Tippy, tippy, tin, tippy,
Ah,
tin.
it is Tippy Tip.
Tippy, Tom, tippy, Tom. He kept on stealing and he had a feeling she was satisfied. Tippy, tippy, tin, tippy, tin. Tippy, tippy, Tom, tippy, Tom. She was... Tippy, tippy, tin, tippy, tin.
On that tippy tippy note, I'm going to bid farewell for the moment. We have gotten through 1, 2, and 3 records of Thanks for the Memories. Again, a gold mine from Reader's Digest. Funny enough, I ended up with one person in my chat room chatting. How nice to have had you. Go get your cleaning done and get organized because you have work to do later. Yeah, really nice having you. Thanks for popping on. Again, the only person in my chat room. Why that occurs, I will never know. Well, I will know, and I do know, but it's unfortunate. Anyways, don't hurt yourself. I know you're kind of sore. You've had some surgery already, right? And you're due for some more, so be careful. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might be busy later. But it's been a pleasure. I just don't really want to, I don't want to play games anymore. So it was nice chatting with you, and have yourself a nice rest of the day, and your future Easter plans with your grandkids, I guess, next weekend. And anybody else who popped in and popped out, I both you hope. I mean, you must have liked the music. Anyways, we will continue on. There are 8 records in this, so I have 5 more to go. Possibly this evening I'll pop on and I'll play some more. Aside from that, I think I'm going to find something else to do for a little bit. Have yourself a lovely day.